What made you cut your sibling out of your life? Growing up, my older sister Riley was my hero. 4 years older and fierce as hell. She'd show up swinging when kids mocked my stutter. When nightmares hit, she'd pull back her covers without a word. Mom always said we were joined at the hip. Riley had it all figured out while I was still a mess. Became a successful real estate agent straight out of high school, closing deals while I served lattes and stumbled through community college. She had her own condo, steady commission checks, seemed untouchable. Then Dad's accident changed everything. 1 minute he's coming home from work, the next we're getting a call that a drunk driver had hit him head on. 3 months in the hospital, followed by a year of grueling physical therapy. The medical bills started hitting our mailbox like punches to the gut. Riley transformed into this unstoppable force. She helped Mom navigate the insurance paperwork, covered copays when we couldn't, organized meal trains from the community. She moved back home temporarily and worked around the clock, then came home to help Dad with his exercises and doctor appointments. When Dad got frustrated and threw his cane across the room, Riley was the only one who could calm him down. Then the perfect opportunity appeared. Dad needed experimental surgery that insurance wouldn't cover. $60,000 up front. Riley somehow made it happen. Said she'd gotten a massive commission from a luxury home sale and wanted to help family. The surgery was life-changing. Dad regained most of his mobility, and for the first time in over a year, we felt hope creeping back in. Riley coordinated everything. The best surgeons, private recovery suite, top-tier physical therapy. She documented every milestone and made sure Dad had everything he needed when he came home. 2 months later, I got a call that shattered everything. Riley's real estate license had been suspended. She was under investigation for embezzlement, fraud, and identity theft. That night, I cornered Riley in our childhood bedroom. She didn't even flinch when I confronted her with what I'd learned. I've been moving money around for years, she said, calm as discussing the weather. Client escrow accounts, down payments, closing funds. Pretty easy when you know the system. Dad's surgery? She'd stolen it from families trying to buy their first homes. She'd been running elaborate schemes, taking earnest money deposits and closing costs from multiple buyers for the same properties, then disappearing the funds through shell companies she'd created. These people will find other houses, she shrugged. Dad only gets one body. That's what matters. The investigation revealed she'd been stealing for 3 years. Dozens of families had lost their life savings to her schemes. Young couples who'd saved for years to buy their first home, elderly people downsizing for retirement, families relocating for new jobs. All robbed by the sister I'd trusted completely. She'd stolen over $400,000, used fake identities to open accounts, forged documents, even convinced some clients to wire money to fraudulent accounts. Some families lost everything and had to move back in with relatives. Others had their credit destroyed and couldn't qualify for mortgages for years. The worst part? She'd used my identity too. And Mom's and Dad's. Opened credit cards in our names, took out loans using forged documents, even filed fake tax returns to steal our refunds. She got arrested at an open house while showing $1 million property to unsuspecting buyers. At trial, victim after victim testified. Families who trusted Riley with the biggest purchase of their lives, only to discover she'd stolen their dreams. One young couple with a newborn baby had been living in their car for weeks because Riley had taken their down payment and security deposit right before closing. 12 years in federal prison. During sentencing, Riley looked me dead in the eye. Dad can walk because of what I did. You should be thanking me instead of putting me in prison. After everything came out, we discovered she'd also forged a second mortgage on Mom and Dad's house and stolen Dad's disability settlement from the car accident. My parents lost their home. Riley still writes from prison, insisting she was protecting our family and that everyone else just doesn't understand her sacrifice. I stopped reading the letters months ago. The sister who once protected me from bullies had become someone who would steal families' dreams and destroy lives for money. Dad's recovery was real. He did get better, but every milestone, every improvement is forever tainted by knowing it was built on stealing from other families facing their own struggles and dreams.